Philosophy of teaching. Your concept of learning. Learning is an asset that we must really treasure. A successful learning is that they are learning to know and love it. Aside from doing the act, they are already engaging it the best way they can. Learning by doing what you can, start and use what you have. Concept of teaching. As a teacher, we have basic values: dignity, truthfulness, fairness, and responsibility and freedom. Good teachers have skills in communication, listening, collaboration, adaptability, empathy, and patience. An effective teaching include an engaging classroom presence, value in real-world learning, exchange of best practices, and a lifelong love of learning. Marie got started her high school English teacher and said that many students came to her class feeling afraid of English, discouraged by their prior experiences, and too overwhelmed to approach the subject positively. By communicating with students at the beginning of the year about how English applies to their daily lives, the way we communicate to the people that we encounter or meet, and the way we talk to them, we are already using it by formal, non-formal, and neutral way of registers. Mary said her students will be able to approach the subject in a more meaningful way that better supported their learning. They can learn by doing what they can, start and use what they have. Good teachers are also engaging students with humor, creative lessons, and a strong classroom presence is an important of what makes someone a good teacher. A good teacher will perform for their students to keep them going. It's not about sitting back and just lecturing. It's about engaging in the work. Your goals for students. Every teacher's goals is to support, to think critically, solve problems, communicate, and create are what every teacher needs to aim at. No matter what content or learning outcomes she is expected to meet. The intended purposes and desired achievements of a particular course, which generally identify the knowledge, skills, and capacities a student in that class should achieve. For teaching methods, I will consider a student-centered approach to learning. Teachers and students play an equally active role in learning process. Every teacher has a unique way of teaching, and because of it, the students learn and engage a lot more in class, which makes their knowledge, skill, and capabilities expand so much more, which is what the teacher aims to achieve. Your interaction with students. My primary role as a teacher is to coach and facilitate student learning and overall comprehension of material, and to measure student learning through both formal and informal forms of assessment, like group projects, student portfolios, and class participation. In a student-centered classroom, alike to my personal philosophy of teaching, teaching and assessment are connected because student learning is continuously measured during teacher instruction. Assessing learning. When assessing with learning, it's important to take note of what gets the student to engage and be more productive, as it is important to take note that every student is unique and has different way of learning. Professional growth. I will use my personal teaching philosophy, learning by doing what you can, start and use what you have, and continue to know more about them. My goal is to coach and facilitate student learning and overall. Teaching and assessment are connected because student learning is continuously measured during teacher instruction. I will use the evaluation to improve more on how to be a good teacher with skills in communication, listening, collaboration, adaptability, empathy, and patience. And effective teaching include an engaging classroom presence, value in real-world learning, exchange of best practices, and a lifelong love of learning. Consider that my teaching was effectively when I already reached the goal of my personal philosophy in teaching. Learning by doing what you can, start and use what you have. This is my personal philosophy statement that will be my guide to teach, lead, and be a good role model teacher in the near future. Thank you.